What's Gucci, my niggas? We live in a generation where people always preach about self-love and self-confidence, and rightfully so. But I think it's gotten to the point where people take it too far. I think it's a known fact that people usually rate themselves higher than they already are, even though a ranking system is all arbitrary, it's not real. But most people tend to rate themselves higher than other people would rate them. And that's perfectly fine.
What would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10?
10.
10? Do you think others would agree?
Yes.
You guys see what I mean? Off rip. Hey, I give you all the praise in the world for loving yourself and being confident. She had no hesitation in saying that 10. And hey, big up to you for thinking you're a 10. You're not, but big up to you for thinking that. And I'm not being a dickhead. She is still pretty. But being a 10 is a different type of attractiveness. I don't think she's that. My opinion obviously doesn't matter, but she's clearly not a 10. If you ask 100 people, 99 of them will say she's not a 10. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's not a 10. Now, as long as you believe it, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. But let's see if other people think she's a 10 too.
All right, let's see. What would you rate this girl on a scale of 1 to 10?
I don't know.
Bro said, it's not looking good, bro. It's not looking good.
Tops 4.
She rates her, and I know how you rate yourself is all that matters, but you're being delusional about it. You know what I'm saying? If she said she thinks she's a 6 and he gave her a 4, it would be like, okay, you know what? Fair enough. She's like, oh, yeah, I'm a 10. I'm a 10. You're not, though. And I don't like the thing where people, not everyone can be a 10. It's the same thing as not everyone can be rich. Because to be a 10, because to be beautiful, someone has to be ugly. It's impossible for everyone to be beautiful. Because if everyone was beautiful, that beautiful would become the norm. And that would just become average looking. Same way, if everyone became rich, that rich would become the norm. And everyone would just be middle class. And then the richer and poorer will show up. Same way, if everyone's beautiful, that beautiful becomes the norm. The even more beautiful will show up and the even uglier will appear. Not everyone can be one thing. It's not how the world works. It's cool if you want to think that, but sadly, it's just not how it goes.
What would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10?
Tops 4.
You see? I think the guys are a lot more real with it. They're like, I know I'm not the best looking. Because you can be confident and still be real. Because he was confident in that. He's like, Tops, I'm a 4. But he was confident in it. He knows who he is. I would say he's higher than a 4, 5 or 6. Yeah, I take that back. He's a 4. But he was confident, but he was still real. He was still being realistic. And that's what I would much rather prefer people do than to be delusional about something.
What would you rate this guy on a scale of 1 to 10?
4.
4?
Mm-hmm.
You see? The scales match. Now let's see what she rates herself though, cause crimson chin looking at her.
What would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10?
Right now I'm feeling like a 10.
A 10?
God damn it, bro! Crimson chin looking at her, boy! What you talking about a 10 for? What you talking about a 10? Let's be real. Let's be realistic. Be fucking for real. You gonna give my boy a 4? Even though that's what he said, you have to be realistic with your answer too. This is what I don't like. She's real when it's someone else. She's real and she's brutal with it. When it comes to herself, she wants to be delusional. Keep the same energy. If he's a 4, you're a 2, my nigga. I'm sorry, but it's what it is, bro. Big ass jaw. No disrespect. I'm only disrespecting you because you're being a dickhead. God damn, a big jaw. I can't stop looking.
A 10? Do you think other people would agree?
I hope so.
Let's be real.
What would you rate this girl on a scale of 1 to 10?
8.
An 8?
Yeah.
What would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10?
7.
7?
Well, I'll be damned. Maybe I'm the odd man out, guys, because he said 8. Maybe I'm the problem. Maybe I'm the problem. Someone in the comments said, bro said 8 to Thanos' cousin. Oh.
Do you think other people would agree?
Maybe.
Maybe. What would you rate this guy on a scale of 1 to 10?
I would rate him, well, I have a boyfriend, but he looks sweet, so I would rate him a 6.
6? All right, what would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10?
A 10.
A 10? Awesome.
You know what? I can't, I'm like, you got me. She's being real. I know it's different skills for everybody. But she's pretty. I'm gonna keep it real. I wouldn't say 10, but she's definitely getting an 8 though. She's definitely getting an 8.
Do you think other people would agree?
I don't know.
Nah, she's very fucking pretty. Maybe a 9. 8. Look, the comment sections even agree. Boys giving themselves a realistic number. Girls. Did every girl say 10?
Alright, what would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10?
A 10.
What would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10?
Right now I'm feeling like a 10.
What would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10?
10.
10?
I think every girl. So yeah, and that's just my point. Girls are a lot more delusional with it. Even though that one girl at the end was very pretty, the other two, delusional with it. Be humble with what you rate yourself, but you can still keep the confidence. Every guy that answered said their answer pretty confidently. Oh, I think I'm a 4. I think I'm a 5. I think I'm a 6.
What would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10?
Tops 4.
What would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10?
7.
They're still confident in themselves, but it's not to the point where they're lying to themselves. Because lying to yourself that's not self-love. That's not self-love. And I know because he's asking him, what do you rate yourself? When someone asks you that, there's no inherent wrong answer. But please, let's be realistic, man.
What would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10?
10.
Do you think other people would agree?
Oh, of course.
Another mediocre girl claiming to be a 10. She is quite literally the default white girl saying she is a 10. And she said, of course, when talking about other people would agree.
Do you think other people would agree?
Oh, of course.
Do you see what I mean? You can be real, but this is delusion.
What would you rate her on a scale of 1 to 10?
Nice 8.
Alright, what would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10?
7.
7. Do you think other people would agree?
100%, maybe higher.
What would you rate this guy over here on a scale of 1 to 10?
Oh my god, a 10. A 10.
I would say 7.5.
What would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10?
I don't know, probably like a 6.
Do you think others would agree?
Would y'all agree? Absolutely. Wait, y'all wouldn't think that?
My camera died, but her friend said absolutely. She said, oh, I think I'm a 6. What do you guys think? Oh yeah, for sure you're a 6.
Would y'all agree? Absolutely.
Nah, she's definitely drunk, but no matter what she said, her friend was gonna say absolutely. It's the people in the comments that are proving my point. One girl said, not the absolutely, I would cry. Why would you cry? You gave yourself a rating and your friend agreed. Why would you cry? Did you only say that rating trying to fish for better compliments, saying, oh, you're not a 6, girl, you're perfect? Why would you want them to lie to you? Another girl said, being the mean girl, she said, ask the girl who said absolutely what she would rate herself. The girl who said absolutely, she didn't mean any ill will. She's clearly under the influence. And even if she's agreeing, why are girls so... Bro, girls actually get mad if other girls aren't delusional like them. She's agreeing. Oh yeah, you're a 6. I'm assuming the bigger girl would say she's less than a 6. But why are you getting mad for them agreeing? Like if my friend told me, oh, he thinks he's a 6, I'll be like, yeah, I think I'm a 6.5, so hell yeah, why not? You know what I'm saying? Why are you mad that people agree with what you rate yourself? Do you want them to lie to you? What's so wrong about being real? As long as they're not being negative or talking down on you, because a 6 is above average. Why are you mad at that? There's nothing wrong with being average. This one last girl said, girlie needs new friends. She's a 10. Do you see what I mean when I say girls lie about shit too much? Why do you want to lie so much? Being delusional won't get you anywhere. Girls want to fake it till they make it. Oh, if I say I'm beautiful, maybe other people will think the same. That's just not how it works. To girls, bro, I talked to a girl about this one time. Girls see the word average and take it as an insult. I told a girl that I think I'm average, and she thought I hated myself. I said, what? There's nothing wrong with being average. A 5, 6? Ain't nothing wrong with that. I think I'm a 6.5. There's nothing wrong with being average. But to them, it's an insult. To them, if they're not top of the list, they're ugly. And I don't understand it because that's not how the world works. I said this earlier. Not everyone can be beautiful. Same way as not everyone can be rich. Being average is fine. Making the medium, like making the average amount of income is fine. Girls do the same thing with money. If you tell a girl you make the average amount of money, They'll be like, oh, no, I want a man who makes 100K. That's not. The people that make 100K are the people who are 10 out of 10s. That's less than 1% of the human population. Not everyone can be in that minute bracket. Be realistic. I may be a 6, but it could be worse. I could be a 3. So I'm gonna take my W and keep it pushing. Always look at the bright side, but don't be delusional. This whole point about being delusion. They're trying to like impose their will. Maybe if I say I look good enough, people will start to believe it. But I think this is just how they do in public or on the outside. Because I know once you're at home, laying down on your bed, or just you in front of your mirror, alone, you know what it is. And it hurts more when you lie to the entire world, but then it's one-on-one, you in the mirror. Because you know what you are. You're lying to everyone else. I would rather just be real with it. Oh yeah, I'm a 6. I go look in front of the mirror, I'm a 6. Instead of me going tell the entire world, I'm a 10, I'm a 10, I'm a 10, I go home, I look in the mirror, and I'm a 2. That will fuck, do you know how, that will fuck up your whole brain. Because you don't even believe what you're saying, but you're trying to force it down people's throat and masking it with the self-love and confidence. Self-love and real confidence is being who you are and being real with yourself. I'm a 6 and I'm real with it. There's nothing wrong with being a 6. I know I'm not, at the very most, I could be an 8, but I still can't even say that. Because I seen some good looking niggas out there, bro. I've been to clubs. One of my friends is extremely fucking attractive. We are not on the same level. This guy bro, I was in a club with him one time. We were just walking. A girl just calls him over and asked for his number. I said, what? This shit has never happened to me before. The way girls treat him and the way girls treat me, I know we're not on the same level. Bro, girls are on their knees for him. Bro doesn't even drive. Girls will pick him up. Girls will pick this man up and take him wherever. He doesn't need a car. That's how much. Because to girls, bro, to most girls, if you don't have a car and you're an adult, what are you doing? But bro would look so good, they don't give a fuck. They'll pick him up. Girls will call him over. So I know we're not on the same level. And I'm just being real. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm fine with where I am, but I know that I cannot rate myself on the same level as people who look like that, knowing that we live two completely different experiences. If you think I'm attractive, hey, I appreciate that, but I'm not gonna sit here and lie. You can think I'm higher than what I rate myself, that's completely fine. But I'm not gonna be delusional with it, because once you put me next to a Michael B. Jordan, I'm gonna ask you again, what'd you rate me? Oh, you think I'm a 10? Michael B. Jordan's right here. Now? Oh, now I'm a 6. So next time, keep that energy from the start. Don't change it once you see a 10. From the start, I'm gonna tell you I'm a 6. Because I know that people like this exist. That's it. Just be real. Stop being like, oh man. To me, being delusional is so much more harmful than telling yourself the harsh truth. Because once people start telling you the truth, you won't be able to handle it well, because your whole life you've been lying to yourself and your friends have been lying to you. How, like the girls in the comments of that video were getting mad at the other girl for agree. It's not even like she rated her lower than what she said. All she did was agree. Agree, and her friends and the girls in the comments were mad. Imagine that. Someone agrees with you and you're mad. People are fucking weird, man. This generation is, it's so fucked up sometimes. Cause weirdos, man, weirdos. Okay, my light just broke, but what I'm trying to say is I'm all for self-love and self-confidence, but I think we need to have like a good middle ground. Because having self-love is good and all, but at what point does that reach the land of delusion? The only thing worse than undervaluing yourself too much is overvaluing yourself too much. Because once it gets to the point of that you're lying to yourself, I don't think that's doing you any good. Because every day when you wake up, you have to look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself that lie. Just accept yourself for who you are. And I think that's when you can be at the most confident. Like me, I think I'm a 6.5 out of 10. And I'm one of the most confident people I know. And I don't even think I'm all that. But once you accept who you truly are, that's when you draw out the most confidence from yourself.